my friends, I'm going to give you a long, slow walking tour around Barrio Barretto, Olongapo, Zambales, the Philippines. And this little walking tour, I'm going to start out right here at the Sitting Bull restaurant. Folks, this is a great place to eat. I mean, everything there is absolutely delicious. And we end up eating there all the time. It's absolutely delicious. Everything on the menu, from the American food to the Mexican food to the local food, it's absolutely delicious. Can't say enough good things about that. I'll do a video exclusively about the Sitting Bull restaurant, but it's about one couple blocks back off the main road out here. And this is the Hotel Donito. If you're looking for a long stay rate, this is a great place right here. Very reasonable rate. The rooms are big, they're modern, fairly new place. They got a swimming pool and they got really good Wi-Fi. Morning, my friend, how are you? So I want to welcome everybody to this little walking tour. If you're one of my younger subscribers, this is probably going to be kind of boring for you. But if you're an older subscriber, all right, and right here next to the Donito, this is a gym. And I think it's like 800 pesos per month. And there's my sister-in-law. Hello, how are you? Sneaking out, buying something. I think she's dropping the laundry off. So anyhow, I'm going to take you on this walking tour. And so what I was saying, if you're younger, you've never been here, it's not going to be that exciting. But I got a lot of older subscribers. Shout out to all my vets who used to be stationed here. Oh, and if you need laundry, right here, we drop our laundry off right there. But folks who are stationed here, 70s, 80s, this walking tour is relevant because this is your old, a lot of you guys, this is your old hangout. And you know, it will be relevant and you will enjoy the walking tour. I'm going to shoot this in 4K 60 frames per second, since I'm going to be doing a lot of panning, so it's going to have that crisp video look. But I figured if any of you guys, any of my old timers who used to kick it here back in your younger day, I was going to bring the best clarity I can bring, in case you want to pause it and look at some old buildings. Okay, so starting right here on the corner, there's a series of bars right here. And I would say one of the most popular bars is this Rum Jungle. We go there pretty much every night and drink. Everybody's friendly in there. You got the man cave over here, and there's like 4 or 5 little bars in there. They're all connected. Like once you get up in there, you just go from bar to bar. You don't even have to leave the complex. But Rum Jungle, that's probably my buddy Dennis and I, that's our favorite little hangout. We always end up there at night. And what I'm going to do, folks, like looking down this road, this direction is going to Subic town, and looking back in the opposite direction is going to Olongapo. But I'm basically going to start right here at the Rum Jungle, and this building here, brand new, Central Park Reef, not even open yet. And you make the assumption they're the same folks that's got Central Park in Angeles City, but cool looking building. It's not open right now though. So what I'm going to do, folks, I'm going to start going in the direction of Olongapo. Now this is Cheap Charlie's up there on the 3rd deck. Got cold beer up there, great views, and it's a popular hangout as well. And here's a little local restaurant called Rico's. They've actually got Rico's actually got all you can eat in there. $160 and $190. And we've ate, eaten in there a couple of times. But Sitting Bull is definitely our #1 favorite. And Hot Zone, I have not been in this place right here. I gotta go in there and definitely check that out. Okay, so here's another look at Cheap Charlie's. And Cheap Charlie's is single ladies are welcome in there. So when you go in there, there's a lot of girls that hang out in there. They don't work for the bar, they're just single ladies. Alright, I'm not sure where I left off. Had to take a phone call. Yeah, Cheap Charlie's, single ladies can go in there. So you always got a lot of ladies in there. Very friendly place, cold beer, great views up there. This looks like Mama's Resto Bar, Lugao Republic. And you got a spa right here called Heavenly Care Spa. I haven't been in there. Right next to the Voodoo. And right next to the Crazy Horse. I've only been here about a week, folks, so I haven't been into most of these clubs yet. Over on this side, you got the Westpac Sailor Bar and Restaurant, and then you got the Sitting Bull Annex over there, which obviously is owned by the same folks at the Sitting Bull where I was just at. Now that's where Cheap Charlie's used to be, up on the top deck of that spot right there, but they moved, so that's the old spot from what I understand. The Mañana Hotel. Now people have told me good things about the Mañana. They said it's a great place, clean rooms, real good place to stay over there on the beach side. And this is called a T Rose. And there you go. We're National Road or National Highway at Ifugao Street. Moseying on along to the Ambon Hotel. And the Bismarck right here is where we do all the grocery shopping. If you're familiar with Angeles City, it's sort of like JJ's. So you get pretty much everything that you need right here at the Bismarck. Subic Grand Seas Resort and Seafood Grill over there. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But yeah, right here at the Bismarck, pretty much everything you need to cook. Well, I don't get my meat from there. We don't get our meat or vegetables, but other than that, all your typical grocery items. Got a couple roosters. These roosters hanging out here. Now folks, they've widened the road here, and from what some guys are telling me, like a lot of these businesses were too close to the road, so they just demolished the front of the business to make this road wider. Immaculate Concepcion Parish. It's a beautiful, beautiful church right there. And maybe I'll take my ladies to church and give you a little walking tour or a little tour of that church. It just looks beautiful. The architecture is beautiful. Over on this side, it's got the Wildflower Bar, Wild Paradise. And I don't know anything about those places. Next to the Cocoa Lips nightclub and the bar 50/50. Couple little canteens. How are you, my friend? Morning. Okay, folks, another phone call. Next time I do these walking tours, I'm not bringing my damn phone. Okay, so continuing on from the Cocoa Lips. Now this says the Double D bar. Another place I haven't been into. They got vid jockey and darts, and there's a little canteen right here. Now, this is a pizza place called Sam's Pizza, and my buddy said it's pretty good pizza right here. I gotta stop using that word here, because ain't nobody here but me. Alright, but Sam's Pizza is supposedly pretty good. And I'm going to show you another place that I've had the pizza, and I can tell you it's good. 7-Eleven, folks. You know, as long as you got a 7-Eleven in town, you're in business. That's all you need. So 7-Eleven. Now, if you watched my live stream the other night, I was live streaming from this place right here called the Velvet Touch Lounge and Bar. And folks had a great time in there. Everybody was so friendly. Of course, we were getting drunk and a little stupid. But they have 4 different bands. And so there's a different band starting from Wednesday. And you got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And there's different bands. So you can come here, get a different show every night. And that's what I intended to do. But my daughter, my daughter showed up last night. Her mother brought her to me, and so I didn't go last night. But next week I will go all 4 nights and get all 4 of the bands on video, because I had a great time in there. Now, over here on my right is Dynamite Dick's, and I'm going to talk about that place in a minute. That is a cool little bar. But first of all, if you're here in town and you need a dentist, okay, right here is Bassas Dental Clinic, Dr. Gary Bassas. Great job in there. I can vouch for him, and so can my buddy Dennis. But if you're looking for him, he's just right here to the right of the Velvet Touch, and then there's a little sorry store, and right here, Bassas Dental Clinic. I know you probably can't see the sign because I've got it on a tilt lock. There's a meat shop, Robel's Meat Supplies, formerly Subic Meat Supplies. A little small meat shop here. You got the General's Command Post bar. I haven't been in there, but folks, I did go into Dynamite Dick's and met the owner. A very nice gentleman. Bought us a beer. I mean, great time in there. The beer is cold, prices are good, and from what I heard, the hamburgers are great. You can get a hamburger and fries, I think, for 200 pesos. So I definitely have to try that out. But several people have recommended, try out the hamburgers at Dynamite Dick's. And right next door, you've got this Wild Herbs, which is a Thai and Arabic dishes food. And Dennis said they got pretty good Thai food. But the Dynamite Dick's definitely a cool bar to hang out at. Playa Papagayo Beach Inn and Restaurant. They've got Mexican food, steaks, seafood. Over on the right side of the road on the beach side. And this is a little corner kitchen. They got a grill out here at night going down. I don't know how to say that, but little clothing shop if you need some bathing suits or some beach wear. They're coming up on the Captain Arms Bar and Restaurant on the left. Okay, this is significant if you're looking for meds, South Star Drug. Pretty good spot right there. It's not a huge pharmacy, but you know, they probably have most of what you need there. Got Western, looks like they got Western Union in this spot. Okay, now this Fresh Options, this is where we buy the meat, right? You can obviously get the meat over to market, but you know, it's a local market. There's a million flies on it, which don't bother me, but a lot of foreign guys it does. If you come to this Fresh Options meat shop, the meat in there is I mean, it's not that much more expensive than the market, and you don't got any flies swarming on your meat. So this is where we buy our meat, Fresh Options Meat Shop. right next to the Captain Arms bar and restaurant. There's a salon right here called Salon 360. Haircut's only 40 pesos. Pedicure is 60 pesos. So you go in there and get a haircut, a manicure, and a pedicure for $1.50 US. Salon 360. Subic Mirage Hotel and Restaurant. Okay, now this is the RAO, number 34 National Highway. This is the Retired Activities Office for U.S. retirees. Okay, Grill 99's got all you can eat every Sunday for $1.60. So they got lechon manok over there, and andokes. Got the lechon manok, the chicken. And folks, I'm like walking right down the middle. It's a Saturday morning, busy as hell. They're doing construction. Probably not the ideal time to take you on this walking tour. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta say there's no time like the present. And there's another pharmacy right there called, TGP, Generic Pharmacy. I gotta try to get around this dude without getting killed. I'm gonna walk a little faster here so I don't get rocks dumped on my damn head. And Petra and Pepita Salon next to this little Goldilocks bakery. Make cakes in there. And we got a Dunkin' Donuts. I didn't see that before. Monterey Meat Shop, Dunkin' Donuts. On the right side, Chooks to Go. Got another little pharmacy. Just got a yellow Camaro rolling by. And folks, I think it's about to start raining on my head, so I may have picked the worst day to do this little walking tour, because I picked the day, only day that it's gonna rain, or that has rained since I've been here. We're gonna drive on a little bit further, try to make this work, but it's getting windy. I think I'm about to get rained on. Norma's Pawn Shop. You got a sign here for the Subic Pearl Hotel. Now look, if you're looking for the local market, it's down this little street right here, and it's next to the coffee shop. Now when I say the coffee shop, let me turn it around, see if you can see that right there. Alright, so past the coffee shop, over on the right is the Arizona Beach Resort. Now I think they have a floating bar, and they do offer some dive services from what I understand, but you got the Arizona there, and I'm going to check out all of the floating bars. I'll come down here. This is Olongapo City Police Office. So this is police headquarters right here if you need police services. So let me just pan over here on the right side. Alright, so you got the sign for the Arizona. And this says, welcome to Driftwood Beach. And it looks like you got a lot of little Baha'i Kubos out there for families. You know, families can rent. There's a schedule of activities. I ought to check that out, see what's going on. Okay, that's the schedule for April. We're already into May, so schedule's no good. It's getting windy, folks. It's getting a little bit darker over to that side. Got a little rain coming down on my head, but we will continue on. So police headquarters is here on the left. And I'm going to keep walking because I'm going to show you a couple more key things you may need if you're in this area, which is a gas station and a hospital. And I found this hospital the other day. I'll tell that story later, but basically I had a buddy end up down here for a brief period at the hospital. It's called Our Lady of Lourdes. I'm not sure what that platform out there is part of, but you see kids jumping off of it. So again, when I get more time and I start exploring these beach resorts and the floating bars, I'll show you all that stuff. Hello, my friend. How are you? Good. Got a little tire repair shop, a little vulcanizing shop. You get a flat tire, pull into there. They will hook you up. And then this is a maritime. This is the Maritime Group police station. So I'm not sure how that all works, but right there is all the law enforcement folks right along this little strip. Here's a builder's mart. Looking for some tile, working on your house. Got all kind of building supplies back up in there. Okay, I'm paying over to the right. That's a Subic Pearl Beach. And again, I can't comment, folks. I've only been here for a week. I haven't been to any of these resorts. You know, my routine has always been to just come over to the Blue Rock and chill out. So that's a Subic Pearl. It looks interesting. It's a lot of character. Hello, my friend. How are you? How are you? You got mangoes, charcoal for sale. And it's coming up on election time, so you got these folks driving around with the big speakers, blasting out music and advertising, you know, campaigning. And we got one over here that plays some Creedence Clearwater Revival non-stop, riding up and down the streets playing CCR, which I love CCR. Okay, Petron station. Petron. Here's a little specialty supply shop for electrical and air conditioning stuff. Air conditioner goes out at your house. You got some parts there. There's another apartment complex, apartments for rent. 0945-611-2231. It kind of look like townhouses back through there. But it actually look pretty damn nice. And folks, every now and then you'll hear a double click. I'm just recentering the gimbal. I'm shooting on this DJI Osmo Pocket. Great stabilization, great little camera. I'm not sure what the name of this place is, but it says it has rooms. It says open. It's blue. I don't know if that sign says Chet's. It's some type of hotel or something going on there. So I'm not sure how long I've been walking, but basically this Our Lady of Lourdes, obviously in walking distance to the center of the action down there. But I'll tell you this, when I didn't know about this hospital, and when I told the trike driver to take me to the hospital, he quoted me 200 pesos. Now, he wasn't trying to rip me off. He just thought I was going to the hospital in Olongapo. And I'm like, no, man, it's somewhere close. And he acted like he didn't know where it was. So I said, I'll just take a walk. And then I found it. All right, so we got basically a river of shit right here. And there's the Our Lady of Lourdes International Medical Center. We got an emergency room. I'll just give you a shot. I mean, this is shit you need to know, right? Move to a new area, especially if you're an older guy. You know, you got some health problems following you around. Get to a new area, this is what you need to know, right? So here we go. This is the Our Lady of Lourdes International Medical Center. And the emergency room is down here in the bottom right corner. You know, up the ramp, obviously that's the main hospital entrance. But if you're looking for the emergency room, it's right over here to the right. The security guard down there, the red emergency sign. So right here on the bottom right. You got an emergency, just pull in there. And like I said, real friendly folks. And I'll tell that story while I was there, and I'll tell that later. It's kind of funny. Alright, so just to give you reference of where we're at, there's a sign right there that says Olongapo, or City of Olongapo, SM, 5 kilometers ahead. So when you start going around, you know, kind of up the hill there, up the mountain, so to speak, we're 5 clicks from the SM, from the medical center, from this southern part of town. I say southern. Is it southern or would it be eastern? Shit, I'm not looking at a map, so whatever. Behind me, 5 clicks to the SM Olongapo. Folks, I'm gonna try to cross the road, but I think if I cross the road and shoot back over this way, it might be redundant. I'll try to do it as long as the weather holds up. It's starting to rain on me. This little camera is not waterproof. So I'll just kind of shoot back over this way until it rains me out, and then maybe I'll say that this is half of the walking tour. And the next video, I'll go the other direction towards Subic town, and I'll walk all the way down to the Blue Rock. Yes, there's another look at those townhouse type apartments over there. They seem to be townhouses, I should say that. Quaint little place right there. So all my old timers who used to hang out here way back in the day, I'm sure this is bringing back old memories. And again, I'm not an expert on this area, folks. I'm not an expert on this area. Don't claim to be, because this is just not a spot I've ever hung out in. But there seems to be a lot of expat folks here that have been here a long time. The mood and the vibe and the atmosphere here, everybody loves it here. Everybody's happy. Over in Angeles, you run into a lot of folks who are just miserable for whatever reason in their life. And you hear a lot of negativity sitting on a bar stool listening to dudes. And this is Subic Pearl. With cartoon characters, I'm not sure what you call them dudes. But over in this little small beach town, the vibe and the atmosphere is very positive. Folks over here are just a lot happier, less complaints. So far I'm really enjoying my stay here, Barrio Barretto. And that's it, folks. I'm about to get rained out. See you on the next one.